psoas and her iliopsoas. Now those two muscles are part of the muscles that connect the spine to the pelvis. So if we have tension in there, it doesn't move so well, and then the gluteal muscles can get really tight and ouchy. Okay, sweetheart? As well as that longissimus dorsi and the latissimus dorsi that we talked about. So I'm gonna just press on this psoas muscle right here. Now I'm not actually pressing on it because I can't, because it's so deep, but this way I can release some of that junk in there. Now her psoas is not that sore. So let's take a look at the iliopsoas. A little bit more tension there, but not too bad at all. Hey, sweetheart, what are you doing? Yeah, you like that gator? Good girl. So she's feeling it a little bit more as I press on there, which is why she's moving a little bit more. But I'm not worried. That's great. So we have our superficial gluteal that comes down here, and we have our medial gluteal, and then we have that deep gluteal muscle. The deep one I'm never actually going to be able to touch, but I'm going to be able to release it as I work on the superficial and medial gluteal. So I'm just going to start warming up these muscles. Now her muscles are pretty warm, honestly, because it's a warm day, but I'm not going to go too deep. I'm just feeling around, seeing what she can handle. I like to almost do kind of like a zigzag pattern and see what we get. This pelvis bone and the whole thing is quite different and quite big, right? Yeah, there's a boy, girl. Whoops. So now I'm going to get a little deeper, and I'm going to see if we can get some stretching through her back as a result of pressing on specific points in this medial gluteal region. You are definitely a baby, aren't you? What are you doing? You better not be eating anything in there. That's gross. We have that point of hip right here. Good girl. Just getting all these things. I'm feeling her adjust a little bit as I release these muscles, which is great. Yeah, some tension here in these hamstring muscles as well as the gluteal region. So our hamstring muscles are our semimembranosus, and then our semitendinosus that comes down here. The semimembranosus aligns the bulge is the gracilis muscle. So sometimes if we have a lot of tension there, they're not gonna want to come underneath with their leg, their hind leg as well. So if we release some of that tension, which she is a little tight back here, which again is not surprising, just releasing that gets them to be able to walk way better and way happier. So that's exciting. So allowing, and I don't know if you can see this, but her body's moving back and forth and being willing to move back and forth. So that's a good sign because she's relaxed and I'm not actually pushing her body. She's just with it, in the zone. You in the zone, sweetie? Yeah, oh, it just feels so good, doesn't it? And she's licking and chewing, nice relaxed mode. So now I'm gonna work, so we have those gluteal muscles, we have our biceps femoris, that's a big one right here. Good girl. This comes down like so. Yeah. And then we have our tensor fascia latae, which is the one that's a stabilizing muscle for our stifle area. Stifles are very important. And if we don't have good stifles, because those stifle muscles are or that stifle area, is actually their knee. And so it sort of comes like this, just like our knee. Good girl. And her stifle's looking pretty good today, so that's exciting. Good girl. Oh, I know. I know. Good girl. And on that inside, we have the flatter muscle on the inner thigh is called the Sartorius muscle. And that comes up like this, the flat one right here. And then we also have that deep flexor muscle as well. So we have that in the front as well as in the back.
As a wrap-up, this is Mel Hitchcock with Mel's Equestrian Services. I love to help you and your horse succeed through equine massage, professional body clipping, and dressage training. You can find me on my website at melsequestrianservices.com, as well as Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Mel's Equestrian Services. I hope you take a look and have a wonderful day.